There have been recent reports and statements by various individuals predicting that World War III could be imminent. One of the most prominent figures making such claims is Kushal Kumar, an Indian astrologer often referred to as the new Nostradamus. Kumar has specifically pinpointed June 18, 2024, as the date when global conflict may erupt, using the principles of Vedic astrology. According to him, this date is highlighted by the strongest planetary alignments that could trigger such a catastrophic event. This prediction has stirred significant concern and speculation globally. Kumar's predictions have drawn comparisons to the famous 16th-century astrologer Nostradamus, who is known for his cryptic quatrains that many believe foretold various historical events, including both world wars. Nostradamus's quatrains are often interpreted in various ways, leaving room for numerous interpretations. In light of recent geopolitical tensions, the idea that we might be on the brink of World War III has captured the attention of many, leading to renewed interest in Nostradamus's works. Nostradamus did indeed predict World War I and World War II. His quatrains were famously vague and subject to numerous interpretations, but many historians and scholars believe he accurately foresaw these major conflicts. The speculation now revolves around whether he also mentioned World War III in his writings. The question remains, what exactly did Nostradamus say about a potential Third World War? Historical accounts and interpretations of Nostradamus's prophecies suggest that he foresaw significant global conflicts, but the exact predictions regarding World War III are not straightforward. His writings are often cryptic, and many interpretations are subjective. Some scholars argue that certain quatrains could be linked to future conflicts, while others believe they are too ambiguous to draw definitive conclusions. Meanwhile, in the modern era, predictions of World War III have also been made by various soothsayers and astrologers. Kushal Kumar's recent statement has added fuel to this ongoing debate. He has cited increased tensions between nations such as Israel and Hamas, Russia and NATO, and North and South Korea, as well as the volatile situation between China and Taiwan, as signs that his prediction could be accurate. This has led to widespread discussions and fears about the possibility of a global conflict. In his statement, Kumar emphasized that the planetary alignments of June 18, 2024, are particularly significant. He also mentioned that dates such as June 10 and June 29 might also play a role. Kumar's approach involves analyzing celestial positions, which he claims is a map of our karma, to predict future events. This method is rooted in Vedic astrology, a practice that has a long history in Hindu culture. Kumar's prediction has garnered attention not only because of its boldness but also because of the broader context of current global affairs. The situation in Ukraine, the ongoing tensions in the South China Sea, and the military activities along the Korean peninsula have all heightened fears of a large-scale conflict. Adding to this mix are statements from global leaders, such as Russian President Vladimir Putin, who has warned about the dangers of pushing Russia to the brink, citing the potential for nuclear escalation. Furthermore, experts have weighed in on the possible consequences of a nuclear conflict. Brian Toon, a professor of atmospheric and oceanic sciences, highlighted the devastating impact of a nuclear war. He discussed how millions could perish within hours, with survivors facing the catastrophic effects of a nuclear winter. This scientific perspective underscores the severity of the stakes involved in any large-scale conflict. In the midst of these predictions and warnings, there is also debate among military and political analysts. For instance, Admiral Sir Tony Radakin, the head of the UK Armed Forces, has dismissed the talk of nuclear Armageddon as loose language. He argues that NATO's strength and strategic deterrence capabilities make the likelihood of a nuclear conflict highly improbable. This stance contrasts with the concerns raised by other experts and political leaders. The comparison between modern predictions and Nostradamus's historical forecasts continues to be a topic of interest. Many people are curious whether the cryptic verses of Nostradamus offer any clues about a future world war. Despite the varied interpretations and the lack of concrete evidence, the allure of Nostradamus's prophecies persists, driving public and media interest in such predictions. The fascination with Nostradamus lies in his reputation for foreseeing significant events. His book Les Prophecies contains 942 quatrains that many believe predict events like the Great Fire of London, the rise of Napoleon and Hitler, and even the 9/11 attacks. These quatrains are written in a cryptic and poetic style, which has led to various interpretations over the centuries. Some scholars and enthusiasts argue that he also predicted World War III, but these interpretations are often debated. Nostradamus's prophecies are not straightforward. They are filled with symbolic language and require a deep understanding of historical context and symbolism to interpret. For example, one of his quatrains is often cited as predicting a major conflict. The third big war will begin when the big city is burning. This line has been interpreted in many ways, but it is not explicitly clear whether it refers to a future world war or another event. In modern times, predictions of a looming World War III have been made by various astrologers and seers, with Kushal Kumar being one of the most recent. Kumar's prediction is based on Vedic astrology, a system that uses planetary positions and alignments to forecast future events. He claims that the planetary alignments on June 18, 2024, are particularly significant and could trigger a global conflict. This prediction has gained attention, especially given the current geopolitical climate. Kumar's approach to astrology involves analyzing the positions of celestial bodies to understand their influence on human affairs. This method, rooted in ancient Hindu culture, is considered by some to be a map of our karma, or the cosmic consequences of our actions. Kumar's prediction of a world war starting on June 18, 2024, is based on this astrological analysis. The current geopolitical tensions add a layer of urgency to these predictions. The ongoing conflict in Ukraine, the strained relations between the US and China, and the volatile situation on the Korean peninsula all contribute to a sense of instability. Additionally, the possibility of a nuclear conflict, as discussed by experts like Brian Toon, highlights the catastrophic potential of such a war. Toon's analysis of a nuclear war's impact underscores the severe consequences humanity could face. A nuclear winter would result from the massive amount of smoke and soot released into the atmosphere, blocking sunlight and drastically cooling the planet. This would lead to widespread crop failures and food shortages, compounding the immediate devastation of the nuclear explosions themselves. Despite these dire warnings, there are differing opinions on the likelihood of such a conflict. Some experts argue that the threat of mutual destruction serves as a deterrent to nuclear war. For instance, Admiral Sir Tony Radakin, head of the UK Armed Forces, has described the talk of nuclear Armageddon as loose language. He believes that NATO's strength and strategic deterrence capabilities make such a scenario highly unlikely. However, the persistence of predictions like those made by Kumar keeps the topic in the public eye. People are naturally curious and concerned about the future, especially when faced with the uncertainties of international relations. The idea that ancient prophecies could hold clues to modern events adds an element of intrigue and mystery. In conclusion, the fascination with predictions of World War III, whether from Nostradamus or modern astrologers like Kushal Kumar, reflects a deep-seated human desire to understand and prepare for the future. While these predictions are often speculative and open to interpretation, they resonate with many people due to the current global tensions and the historical weight of past conflicts. Now, let's address some common questions related to this topic. What are the key points of Kushal Kumar's prediction about World War III? Kumar has predicted that World War III could start on June 18, 2024, citing significant planetary alignments according to Vedic astrology. How does Kumar's prediction compare to Nostradamus's prophecies? Like Nostradamus, Kumar uses astrological methods to foresee future events. However, his predictions are based on Vedic astrology rather than Nostradamus's cryptic quatrains. What did Nostradamus actually say about World War III? Nostradamus's writings are often interpreted to suggest major global conflicts, but specific references to World War III are not clearly defined. His quatrains are open to multiple interpretations. Why are there concerns about a potential World War III now? Increased tensions between major powers, such as those involving Israel, Russia, North Korea, and China, have heightened fears of a large-scale conflict. What are the potential consequences of a nuclear war as described by experts? Experts like Brian Toon have warned that a nuclear conflict could result in millions of deaths within hours and trigger a nuclear winter affecting global climates and ecosystems. How has the international community responded to these predictions? Some officials, like Admiral Sir Tony Radakin, downplay the likelihood of a nuclear conflict, while others, including political leaders and scientists, continue to express serious concerns. What role does Vedic astrology play in Kumar's predictions? Kumar uses Vedic astrology, which involves analyzing planetary positions and alignments to predict future events, asserting that these alignments provide a map of our karma. What historical events did Nostradamus allegedly predict? Nostradamus is believed to have predicted events such as the Great Fire of London, the French Revolution, the rise of Napoleon and Hitler, and the World Wars. Is there scientific evidence supporting the predictions of astrologers like Kumar? Astrological predictions lack empirical scientific evidence and are considered speculative by the scientific community. They are often viewed through the lens of personal belief and interpretation. How should we approach predictions of major global conflicts? It is essential to approach such predictions with critical thinking, considering historical context, expert analysis, and the complexities of international relations.